Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so light.
Oh, good morning, Frederick. Today is Tuesday, January 6th, 2026. And I'm your host, Dani Gurrie. Welcome to Good Morning Frederick, the show all about Frederick, Maryland, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, the events. We keep you up to date with everything. Please share and comment and like. Also, you can follow me on TikTok. If you look me up, I'm Dani, just Dani on TikTok. I would love for you to follow me there. I'm trying to build my audience there too, as well as everything else. You can follow me on Facebook. You can follow Good Morning Frederick. And of course, our channel on YouTube is Everything Frederick Live. I'd love for you to follow us there too. Subscribe, because not only do you get Good Morning Frederick, we have lots of other shows on that channel. Now, live from Studio 401, we'll be back in a few weeks. We will reprise that role. Yeah, we're going to return to it. We're going to let AJ get settled in his new job at WFRE. He's going to be on 3 to 7 starting on Monday. So a lot of stuff is going on, a lot of changes, but you can always find us wherever you're watching us right now. You can see us. But of course, YouTube is a great place to watch because it is the most stable of the platforms that we stream to. All right, on today's show, I'm going to give you a rundown of what's happening in Frederick. Then we're going to chat with Andrea Horine. Cowgirl Clay Studio is her business. Talk with her a little bit about that. And then Nicole Orr joins me from Distinguished Young Women. My gosh, what a great organization that is. You have to watch. If you have someone in your family who is a young woman, from freshmen in high school to juniors in high school, but most importantly, if a junior in high school is in your family, they have to register by January 15th. We're going to talk all about Distinguished Young Women, that whole program, and why it would be great for your junior young lady. All right, don't forget, when you purchase the Good Morning Frederick merch, American Cancer Society Relay for Life of Frederick County benefits this month, all month long. And you can head to the home of Everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street, right in downtown Frederick, Wednesdays to Sundays, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. All right, it's time to officially get your Tuesday Good Morning Frederick, episode 439, started.
Sponsored by Fusion Car Wash. Now with 2 locations in Frederick to serve you. One on Spectrum Drive near the FSK Mall, which is a full-service location. And TJ Drive with self-serve vacuums. Download the free Fusion Car Wash app and sign up for a monthly membership. And you can keep all your cars clean daily. FusionCarWash.com.
Well, do you find yourself always wondering, gosh, I hear about all those events after the fact? Yeah, I know. I hate that too. Actually, there's still some that it happens to me. Just means people aren't putting it out in the right spaces. But I do keep a calendar. It's called the Everything Frederick Calendar. And we call this segment What's Happening in Frederick.
Sponsored by Taco Bar in Frederick and Gaithersburg and Taquito in Hagerstown. Taco Bar is in West Point Plaza off Route 40 in Frederick and at 3 Russell Avenue in Gaithersburg. And Taquito is at 812 Frederick Street in Hagerstown. Taquito offers the same great quality food with a drive-through experience. TacoBar1.com or Taquito by TacoBar.com.
I don't know about you, but that's made me very, very hungry already. Be sure to check out Taco Bar when you get a chance. All right, you got to mark your calendars. We got some great events coming up very soon that you're going to want to know about. January 31st is Kicking Up a Cure at the Thermont Event Complex. It goes from 7 until 11 p.m. It is a line dancing fundraiser, raises money for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. Dinner is included with your ticket provided by Thermont Country Kitchen. $30. You can get your tickets at WFRE.com. Head there right now. Reserve your tickets and come for a great night. You get, there's door prizes, there's raffles and a 50-50 as well. Plus a whole night of line dancing. Sharon from Sharon's School of Dance is going to be on hand, first of all, to teach you the line dance and then to do the line dance. I love it because you get to learn all the greatest line dances, and it's a great time. February 4th is the African Americans of Excellence program, and it kicks off the online auction of amazing artwork created by some of our professional and student artists. It is a wonderful program, uplifting. You're going to be so motivated when you go because we introduce you to 7 African Americans of our Frederick community who are doing extraordinary things. And you probably already know several of them, but some of them kind of fly below the radar and have done great things to impact our community in a positive way. You can get your tickets, just $20 each, at weinbergcenter.org. Grab them now. And then May 15th and 16th, it is the Relay for Life of Frederick County at FCC. It is the overnight, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. You can form a team, or you can join a team when you get there, or you can just come on your own. You can walk for somebody that's fighting breast cancer or cancer of any kind, or maybe you are and you want to be amongst people who understand. It is a 12-hour love fest for sure, all walking to find a cure for cancer. May 15th and 16th, if you look up Relay for Life of Frederick County, you'll be able to register and get yourself going there. Here's what's coming up this week. Today at 11:30, there's a lunch and learn with the Frederick Chamber, when personal spills into professional. Boy, I wish I could attend that. I actually have somewhere to be, but that sounds like a really great topic. January 7th, there is a winter escape room at Point of Rocks Library. Great for teens and tweens and their families. Goes from 5 to 7 p.m. tomorrow. January 8th, Bluegrass Night at Benstown. That's fun. They have all kinds of great musicians, and if you want to listen to some good old bluegrass, you can do that. Plus have some amazing food, and I love Benstown. I love the decor. I love the vibe. It's a great spot. If you haven't been there yet, you need to head there and check it out. January 9th, Macbeth is at New Spire Arts by the Endangered Species Theater Project, 7:30. If you can't get your tickets for that one, they also have shows throughout the weekend, and you can check them out. If you go to weinbergcenter.org, that's where you get your tickets for New Spire Arts. Weinberg Center manages that space as well. January 10th, there's a Lego Masters Build Day at Middletown United Methodist Church. No experience necessary, and everyone is welcome. Goes from 10 a.m. until noon. And at 5:30, head over to Monocacy Brewing for Vinyl Nights. There's a DJ spinning all your favorite vinyl every Saturday night at Monocacy Brewing. And then January 11th, Sunday, 1 o'clock, you have your Y2K Trivia Night at Linganore Wine Cellars with Poorhouse Trivia. Boy, I'll tell you, Y2K, the 2000, hard to believe that was 26 years ago. Actually, exactly 26 years ago, December 31st. I'll never forget. Y2K, everybody thought everything was going to crash and our systems would be sent into disarray. And we're in disarray anyway. But there you go. Had nothing to do specifically with Y2K. At 5 o'clock, there's a swing dance class. I think it is a 6 or 9 week session. You can go check out Frederick City Parks and Rec, I think, for that one. William Talley Rec Center. It's at 5 o'clock, 5 until 6. For a few weeks, you can learn to swing dance. How fun would that be? Here's some other things coming up. All right, we're going to talk about this later with Nicole. January 15th at 5 p.m. That's your deadline for junior girls to register for Distinguished Young Women. Go to distinguishedyw.org and find out about the organization and get your young lady involved because there's scholarships to be had and a lot, which is awesome. January 31st, Kicking Up a Cure. Of course, we've got February 4th, the African Americans of Excellence. February 7th is First Saturday. This is Fire and Ice Day. This is the largest First Saturday celebration in downtown Frederick. I believe almost 40,000 people attend Fire and Ice. You're going to want to be downtown for the day. So just mark your calendar right now, starting at 11 a.m. and continuing throughout the evening even. Ice sculptures all along Carroll Creek and Market Street. There are ice luges, ice games, all kinds of great stuff. February 13th, there's a Galentine's Day party at 6 o'clock at McClintock Distilling. Ladies are invited to attend. Bring your friends along. It is a fun evening at one of the greatest locations. I love McClintock, right on the creek, and you can buy some cocktails and just camaraderie and socializing. That's what we love. March 14th, mark your calendar for Race to Feed at Hood College. Teams pack bags filled with food as fast as they can to win. But of course, Blessings in a Backpack is the ultimate winner for that event. And we'll have Ashley Waters on very soon to talk about this event coming up in March. All right, that is what's going on over the next week and couple of months, keeping you up to date with what's going on. And we're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to come right back with Andrea Horine from Cowgirl Clay Studio. Coming up just after this.
What makes for a perfect custom engagement ring? Truly understanding the elements that make a ring that's perfect for you. Custom by Colonial. The Colonial Jewelers box. There's just more in it.
Are you living with tension that just won't let go? At Key City Myofascial Release in Frederick, we help your body unwind naturally, relieving pain, improving movement, and restoring balance from the inside out. Discover the difference where science meets sensitivity. Visit keycitymfr.com to schedule your session today.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is total car care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
All right. Got a chance to meet and sit down with Andrea Horine. She owns Cowgirl Clay Studios in Walkersville. There we go. That is my tongue twister for today. And I got to find out more about her and her business. Here she is. We are at 401 North Market Street in downtown Frederick. This is the lovely Nicole Orr, co-chair of All right, we're at the home of everything Frederick. It's 401 North Market Street in downtown. This is Andrea Horine, Cowgirl Clay Studio.
Yes.
Very cool. Welcome to Good Morning Frederick.
Thank you so much.
So wonderful to meet you. We were just talking a little bit about kind of how you ended up here in Frederick. Let's talk a little bit about your kind of upbringing, what may have led to Cowgirl Clay Studio.
Well, I was born loving art. I was taught knitting at a tot, and I have dabbled in just about anything and everything art. I didn't miss an art class growing up in school.
Really?
And I just keep going back to it.
Yeah.
I was born in Washington State. My dad was transferred from Talco Aluminum Company to East Talco when I was 7. We had our house built in Discovery.
Yeah.
So I had the best teachers in Walkersville you can only imagine. And my art teacher dug her own clay out of the yard, and so that's where it all started. I was hooked from then on.
She seriously dug her own clay?
Yes, it's a big deal.
Because I know we were built all on clay
It's
here.
the best clay ever, and if there's a lot of potters, especially in the UK, that refer to that because they're very resourceful. So I moved to Discovery, and then when I was 17, I moved to Wyoming, where a bunch of my family's from.
Okay.
So I lived there up until about 7 years ago, but I took numerous pottery classes. I've dabbled in just about every type of art form there is.
Yeah.
Knitting, calligraphy, drawing, painting.
Yeah.
And quilting. The thing about quilting, and I did that for years, is you have to be perfect. Pottery, there's such a thing called wabi-sabi.
Yeah.
It's real. It's the Japanese term.
Just a little bit of leeway there.
And they say that's what makes it natural.
Yeah.
And it literally, pottery has taught me so many things in life. I had to get out of that perfectionism that we all seem to think we need to strive for, because nothing's ever perfect in reality. So, I still, because my eyes trained, I still have to say, that's okay.
It's okay. You got to reassure yourself a little bit.
Always. It's like, let it go.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about pottery is until it's actually fired the first time, bisque, which we all know bisque is what you go do paint by you pottery.
Right.
So you only have to fire it that second round after you glaze it. But until you fire it, you can recycle it. So if you don't like what you have, you just throw it in
all
a
back
bucket,
in
and even if it's dried, nothing's wasted. Your scraps that you trim your piece with can be put in a bucket, add water. You just wedge it, which is like kneading dough when you make bread. You just work it all out. And I've even I love all the things on Facebook. They have so many forums, and I saw someone scrape the pieces of glaze that dripped on the clay shelf and made them into jewelry.
Oh,
Louise, I have some of your drips you can make into jewelry.
Oh my God, that's wonderful.
I've always recycled, and it's a give form. And this is just me giving back. I try to keep my classes, they're small because of my space.
Yeah.
But also they, I've crammed so much into that small space because I've had home studios and I've been in studios around the world. that have helped me
Yeah,
make it
figure
work.
it out. Yes.
So-
Yeah. So when did you open your studio here?
I had my grand opening was December 15th last year,
Okay.
which would have been my granddaddy's birthday. He's the one, I moved to Wyoming, and that's where his family were from. He started my love for cowboy boots. There's pictures that will never be shown about me wearing my first pair of cowboy boots because it's highly inappropriate.
Oh boy, yeah, yeah.
And anyway, I've been collecting for quite a few years.
Yeah,
because of
these
that.
are absolutely
Yes.
gorgeous.
I have
wow.
quite the collection.
Yeah.
Thanks to him.
Yeah,
So,
it's wonderful. It's wonderful. So where can people find your studio?
I'm down in the same building, and I stress same building as Old Town Jewelers in Walkersville.
Okay.
People get a little confused because there's a strip of different stores in there, but there's a chain link fence you can't climb over. So we have a huge parking lot. It's well lit.
Nice.
It's right on the corner of Woodsboro Pike and that first
we'll make
street
sure
going into
people have all the details
So
on
it's
screen for you.
36 East Frederick Street.
Yeah, love it. Now you do classes?
I do classes hand building and wheel.
Okay.
And I stress, I try to keep it into the early teens up. I'm willing to negotiate because I was born with an open mind, and believe me, my kids are all extremely artistic, and I've been that parent before. But I see a lot of bad habits starting with littles, and the wheel is pretty much like learning to drive.
Okay.
So if you can only imagine, it's difficult for adults, and I do not want to deter a young child and for life
Just because they can't
because it's muscle
coordination for that.
It's a lot of muscle, and I you know, like I said, it used to be 16. I had a parent with 14-year-old girls who were brilliant, never touched clay a day in their life. They came in and took my wheel class. I did not want them to leave. They right after that, they moved to Detroit, and I'm like, leave the girls behind.
I know.
They were brilliant.
But at least you had a little impact in their
and
journey,
I stressed,
which
Mom,
is nice.
Find them a class when you get there, because it just came out of them naturally, and they loved it.
That's wonderful. Got to say congratulations. You're on the cover of Find It Frederick, right?
Yes.
So that's wonderful. Did you know that was happening?
I did the interview about a month or so ago.
Okay.
I knew, but I was in Wyoming when it was released.
Yeah.
And I
Gotta
kept
find it.
checking, and then I got back home, and I'm like, and there it is. It's not me. It's my students' work that are on the front, the Walkersville Lions.
Yeah,
So,
that's wonderful.
Yes.
That's really great. Well, we love the fact that you've taken your journey, brought it to Walkersville, and you're blessing so many people with not only your work, but teaching them how to carry on as well.
I'm only giving back. I've had so many people mentor me, and I've always considered myself blessed and
That's
fortunate.
wonderful.
We come in paths for a certain reason.
Yeah.
And this is just me giving back.
I
I mean, I
love
was
it.
a Girl Scout. My mom was a leader. My grandma was a leader. I was a leader. It's, and long line of military in my family.
Yeah.
And I've always, recognized or not, it always felt good to be that mentor I was freely given.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Can people buy? Do you do work that you sell as well?
Yes, currently I have it at the jewelry studio, jewelry store. While I was on
while you were
back in the mountains for a stint, because the thing is I make as I go along, and I practice as I go along. So I've always got about 40 pieces to sell. So a lot of it's there.
Yeah.
I do occasional markets I'm invited to, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So it's mainly just to get my word out, because my main focus is teaching. And I
Yes,
don't
of
want to
course.
lose that.
Yeah, well, that's a gift in and of itself, because not every artist can be a teacher, and so it's
And my background's in elementary ed.
Yeah.
Science. I'm all over the place, and I'm very passionate about what I do.
Yeah.
There's so much in life I think people take for granted.
Yeah.
And my science background, I make my own glazes.
Wow.
I've been a baker since I was a babe. And
Okay.
so a lot of what I know goes into pottery, which is
Well,
why
and that's
I'm so
another
passionate about it.
wealth of information that you can pass along to your students, things
Yes.
that they probably haven't thought of, or that you can actually, instead of purchasing, do these sorts of things. That's really great.
I try, I throw a little bit in,
Yeah.
and I let people put their curve on. If there's something they want,
Yeah.
I'm very open-minded enough to,
Yeah.
I hate to say the word no. Maybe try this. If
Yeah.
you can't make a solid ball. It's going to blow up in the kiln. But I try to teach,
Yeah.
but that's how I was raised.
Yeah.
To be creative.
A little bit of freedom, a little bit of guidance, and then you figure things out.
But it's so rewarding to see the take people run away with
Yeah.
in this.
Yeah.
I have a lot of people that keep coming back to many classes. They
Yeah, of course.
And they're kind of, and I'm like, you can't keep it. I got to stay open. I need more
Right.
class. I need
Right.
more people coming, which
Yeah.
is just funny.
That's
but
great. So if people want to register for your classes, can they do that online?
everything's online.
Great. I'll make sure the website's on the
yes.
on the screen.
Yes.
So
And I've never been one to be, online and doing
right,
this,
of
that,
course.
and the other, and I've been forced to learn.
Yes.
And me and my gal are doing things with this website. It wasn't
Nice.
meant to do. So.
Yeah. Well, that's wonderful. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you. We're so glad you're part of this community.
Thank you, Dani. You're
And,
awesome.
Yeah, you're really making it beautiful, one piece at a time, and teaching others, which is really phenomenal. So this
Thank
is
you.
Andrea, Cowgirl Clay Studio in Walkersville. I'll make sure the website is on screen for you. Check her out. Maybe take a class, buy some pieces, or share, obviously, if you know somebody who's got teens to adults for the classes. Thank you so
And
much.
actually,
Yeah.
8 years, 5 years on up. I encourage parents to come when they're littles. But yeah, they
Yeah.
8 and up.
Eight,
I
okay.
tried, and if you find it Frederick.
Yeah.
Those are the littles.
All
with the
right.
lions.
You can check it out. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. She's doing love those boots. I'd love to get a pair myself. All right, I preemptively started Nicole her interview, but we're going to be back with her. We just got to get to this real quick.
At Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic, we understand how pain can hold you back. We're here to understand what you're going through. For a limited time, you can schedule your first visit for just $50. Give us a call and mention Good Morning Frederick, and let's get you feeling better.
Sponsored by A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business located right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County and surrounding areas. A&S Construction specialize in roofing and siding, windows and gutters, and they can even build you a new patio or deck. Call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. You can get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. Just tell Sandra that Dani sent you.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is sponsored by The Healing Storm. Shannon and her team strive to create an environment where you're seen, heard, and valued. The Healing Storm focuses on alternative, holistic healing methods to relieve your stress and pain. Massage therapy, Reiki, lymphatic massage, and a healing journey program. Check out thehealingstorm.com for all the details and to schedule an appointment today.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
All right. Now let's get to Nicole Orr from Distinguished Young Women. If you have a young woman in your life, you are going to want to watch this next interview.
We are at 401 North Market Street in downtown Frederick. This is the lovely Nicole Orr, co-chair of Distinguished Young Women. I've had the opportunity and honor to interview a lot of the distinguished young women over the past year or so, and hope continue to do so because they're just amazing. And I can't wait to see what they accomplish and what they've already accomplished. But let's talk with our viewers about what Distinguished Young Women is. So first, welcome to Good Morning Frederick.
Thanks for having me.
So great to have you. And I think this is, so you took over Distinguished Young Women a few years ago.
I've been running it for probably 15 years now.
Whoa!
I know. My son was...
I did not realize you'd been running it since then. Okay.
Yes.
Well, good for you.
It's
wow.
an amazing
What a
program.
commitment.
I participated when I was in high school, and I knew I always wanted to give back. I never thought I would run it myself.
Yeah.
But it fills up my cup. It's amazing.
Yeah. It's amazing young women that you are surrounded by and get to deal with. And so you're co-chairing with Anna Meredith as well, which is phenomenal. So let's say this is open to all young women in Maryland you were telling me they can actually put their name in the hat starting as early as 8th grade, but this is for juniors to participate in for the year.
That's right.
Okay.
So in the state of Maryland, and every state is run differently because it's a national program, we really like to have our juniors participate. Some states it's seniors. But I find if we don't get to mentor these young women in their junior year, we kind of miss a really instrumental year where they're applying for colleges.
Yeah.
They could be messing up social media. They need to write college applications. And so I love working with these young women when they're juniors. And so that's what we do in Maryland. They have to apply by January 15th of their junior year. And it can be anywhere in the state. So if they live in Southern Maryland, there's a program there. If they live in the Eastern Shore, it just doesn't matter. We will make sure we accommodate them.
Yeah.
And it's a scholarship program. It's not a beauty pageant. And I think that's where some people, they hear Distinguished Young Women and they're not short. There's no bathing suit. There's no evening gown. It's really to attract a really well-rounded high school girl.
Yeah.
We're not looking for someone that is trying to be something they're not. We want to get the athletes and the girls in STEM and those that maybe aren't getting a full ride for soccer or running because they're interested in so many things.
Right.
And that's who we get.
Yeah. What I love about it and what all the young women that I've spoken to talk about is it kind of reminds me of the curriculum like with Girls on the Run. It kind of reinforces positive body image, positive social interaction, teaching young women how to speak to adults, to be interviewed, good ways to respond to interviews, looking forward at things that they can do to impact their communities. I mean, this is all what I've gotten in talking with these young women. Is that kind of in line with what,
That's exactly right. And I love that that's the part they're focusing on because the scholarships are really important. And there is a showcase.
Oh, they did all talk about the scholarships.
I would say in Maryland, we have a really generous population that supports this scholarship program.
Yeah.
So they really do well.
Yeah.
So my favorite part of the actual program are the life skills workshops that we teach. So regardless if they're in the local or they go to the state program, we do mental health. We do yoga, stress management, car care. We teach them what the lights mean in their car, how to change a tire, check their oil. Like because they're gonna go off to college.
Yes.
And if the light goes on, you can't stick a sticker over it. You gotta stop.
Oh, yeah.
We have an amazing financial literacy workshop by Alex Kelly at RS Will. And these are really savvy young women. They're already investing. When we first started, they're like, should we get a credit card? hard, and now they're asking, what should we invest in?
Oh, nice.
Conversations have changed.
Yeah.
And there's also, we teach them about social media and how to really make sure that they're safe online and who's looking at their profiles and what to do, because they really, there's no need to put a lot of stuff out there. And the bonding is the most incredible thing I've ever seen, because when you get a bunch of overachievers in one room, it can feel intimidating, but what happens is we teach them that it's okay to talk about an award you got or an experiment you did, because all of the young women participating all have fun things to share.
Right.
So it's not a competition. They end up working together, and even outside of the program, they end up going to college together and they work together.
Oh.
It's a really tight-knit community.
How many young women every year do you guys impact?
So right now, well, we have 100 applicants throughout the state of Maryland. We usually have about 30 that go through. Once they find out that there is a little bit more involved.
Yeah.
And some participants have things, they're in high school musicals or dance and things. So about 30. But once they participate, they are eligible for scholarships everywhere.
Yeah, so let's talk about the scholarship, because a lot of people, especially juniors, are looking to, if I'm going to spend my time, it's nice to be able to get some reward for that can go to my future. So what does the scholarship look like?
Well, it's really important in Maryland to know that they need to get in before their junior year is over. And we do miss a lot of juniors because most are looking at the senior scholarships.
Right.
And they miss it. But in the state of Maryland, usually the way it works out is would be the Distinguished Young Woman of Maryland wins at minimum $5,000, and it's all cash scholarships to go to school. They can't buy a car, do anything. All goes to scholarships.
Yeah.
But then there's a lot of there are category awards where, let's say you have someone that is a really high scholastic achiever. They will be recognized that way. They're really good public speakers. There are different categories.
Oh, nice.
That's why I always bring up, there's no swimsuit, there's none of that. The categories really are to focus on the strengths of the participants and not pit them against each other.
Right.
So that's really what it is. It's all about giving the money, and they get in-kind scholarships too.
Yeah, that's really phenomenal. That's really phenomenal. Well, we love Hood College, and Hood College hosts, and I think last year when I chatted with most of the distinguished young women, it was must have been April, May, and in July, I think they spent a week at Hood College all together, the local ones, and that's the state. All the state participants come together. That's really kind of cool.
It's the first time many have been away from home.
Yeah.
Hood College, we stay in their honors dorms, which are, it's not the kind of dorm I stayed in, I'll tell you that. They have their own bathrooms, their own little kitchens.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it pays to be a good honor student there. But the bonding, it's so much better. We used to have host families, and everyone would stay at a different host family, and that was fun, but some families did game night and others had dogs, so not everyone got the same experience. So COVID actually, a positive came out of COVID, where we wanted to keep everybody very safe and in a controlled environment. So we ended up eventually going into the Hood dorms, which is all locked down. And but they have so much fun.
Yeah.
Even though we are busy.
Yeah, but it's like a slumber party. Anytime you go away with a group, the immediate bonding and things you're able to immerse yourself in, it's just really great.
We take them all over Frederick. We take them to the playground, and we go shopping, and they get to see the town, and they all fall in love with the town. And we take really good care of them.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, that'd be really fun. All right, so all young women, I would just say all high school young women, freshmen, sophomores, especially juniors, get your name on the list for Distinguished Young Women, because then you're in, you're going to get all the information you need, but certainly by January 15th, if you're a junior, you have to send in your details, right?
It's now.
Now,
it's time now.
right now.
Yes.
Yeah, so it is it DYM?
So it's
DYW?
It's distinguishedYW.org.
Yeah, distinguishedYW.org. I'll make sure that is on screen.
Yeah.
If you know of any young woman in the state of Maryland, send them this link, because they are eligible to participate and receive some of these great scholarships. And so you did this as well.
I did this in high school. I was a gymnast. I lived on a farm. I drove a pickup truck, and I was in theater. And my drama teacher said, "You should do this." And I said, "I'm not doing a pageant." He said, "It's not a pageant." I said, "Okay." I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't have clothes. Oh, this is one thing. I'm going to have an aside.
Yeah.
It is absolutely free to participate. I don't know why I didn't lead with that. We do not ask anyone to put out any money at all. If they don't have an interview suit, if they don't have a talent outfit, if they don't have anything, we will get it for them. We buy all the food. We pay for the lodging. If they don't have gas to get here, we take care of it. We don't want anyone to feel that they can't participate because they don't have the things. I know.
You should have led with that.
I know. I don't know what. This is an absolutely free program.
Yeah.
Not one dime. We don't ask. It's not even. It's in the national guidelines. We can't do fundraising, so they aren't required to do anything but be their best selves.
Wow.
That is it. And there's a whole pillar of things. Okay, but I'll go back to what I participated in. So I showed up, and this is when the Frederick JCs ran the program.
Okay.
So this has gone back a long time. I was 1991. I showed up wearing my mom's gunny sack.
Oh, that's throwing it back.
White, puffy, and then I had her suit with big red shoulder pads. Anyway, I won the Frederick program. I had no idea what I was doing. And then I went to the Maryland program, which was held in Westminster. Again, no idea. I won the Maryland program, and I honestly I was myself. That's really what it was. And that's what this program looks for. And then I went to the national program, which is in Mobile, Alabama, and it's still run the exact same way. And I was treated like royalty. It was one of the best experiences. And I ended up being first runner-up.
Holy cow!
And I'm still in touch with so many of the women. This was before the internet. We all reconnected.
Yeah.
I won a really generous scholarship. I was able to go to James Madison, which was my first choice. And I didn't get scholarships there, but I was able to use distinguished women. And I remember now looking back, I had no idea what I was doing, and it's one of the best things I ever did. And I think that's the notion people think, I don't even know what it is. And I said, don't even bother. Just
don't worry about it.
Just do it and we will help. But yes.
Well, and that's I think a testament of the organization itself, that it wasn't like you had to prepare your whole life to participate in this. It's literally doing what you already do, being yourself, and look how far you were able to go by doing that.
And it's the mentorship.
Yeah.
It's really for the girls, that don't prepare. They never saw themselves doing this, and that's why I love it.
Yeah.
It's the ones that come in shy and they have a turtleneck on because they've broken out in hives for their interview, and they'll write notes, and I won't even know the struggles they had.
Yeah.
We had someone that their house burnt. They didn't even have a home.
Holy
She
cow.
didn't want to tell us. And then once she told us, I said, wait, we all pulled together. And it was just one of those things where everyone comes in really
very
crammed
organic.
up.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful program.
Well, I'll tell you this, just getting young women together and showing them the support from other young women, their peers, that in and of itself is a home run, because a lot of times you don't have that, especially coming through high school, where you don't have that sort of camaraderie, and that's an amazing gift to give people. So if nothing else, participating for that. What does the program itself look like from January or February when they start through to the end of the year? What kind of time commitment is it for people?
So we always say school, work, and extracurricular comes first.
Yeah.
So, and then distinguished young women. So the things that we ask are minimal. However, it could be interviews. If we're doing any Kris Kringle parade, or we're up here doing when we're cleaning up, it's bring a broom.
Right.
It's usually service or going out and speaking to middle schoolers about what it looks like to do well in school, be an advocate for yourself. We really work around the student.
Okay.
It's not a lot of time commitment, but nationals is a huge commitment. You're there for 2 weeks in Mobile.
Yeah.
And for Frederick, you're here for a week.
Yeah.
But it's just so worth it.
Yeah.
It's unconditional love. Like, there's a lot of mean stuff going on around, and I think it's just everyone, we get in this bubble, and it's just joyful.
Yeah, everybody needs that every now and then. All right, distinguishedYW.org. Get your high schooler, junior girls right now. You got to do it right now. And if you're a freshman or sophomore and you think this is interesting, and you should, you need to make sure you visit that website, get yourself registered onto your database so that you can stay in touch with them.
Yes,
Yeah?
and we'll reach out and we'll make sure that you have all the details. We'll have an orientation.
Yeah.
So just applying doesn't commit anyone.
Right.
I don't want anyone to think, well, if I apply again, then I can't do it. It's fine.
Just be in the system so you can chat with them, find out more details. This is Nicole Orr. She runs the organization as a co-chair with another, and there are some extraordinary people that she brings together to make that experience wonderful as well. And it's just really nice. You get access to a lot of people who've done a lot of incredible things. So Distinguished Young Women is a great organization, and I encourage you, if you have a young woman in your life, you get her to do it as well. Thank you.
And feel free to volunteer because it's all volunteer run.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, volunteers too. Well, let's talk about that. Yeah. What are the volunteer opportunities?
It can be anything from helping to provide food. If you have a skill that you want to teach to these young women, we do life skills all year, so you can even hop on a Zoom call. If you're watching this from California and you have something that would be great, we can set that up. It's anything that you'd like to provide to a young woman. We just make sure that it's appropriate for their age.
Yeah.
It can be dressing for success. It can be donating suits, shoes, anything, because we have a whole closet full of things that they can go through.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. Volunteers too. There you go. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, very cool. I did not even know that this existed, although Nicole is a bit younger than me. So maybe it came around after I was gone. But there you go. Distinguished Young Women, distinguishedYW.org. All right, that is it for our show today. We're going to be back tomorrow morning with some more great stuff. Of course, here at Good Morning Frederick, please like, share, and comment. Let everybody know about this amazing show that educates you about all things Frederick every single weekday, 9 a.m. on YouTube. Thank you so much again for joining me and for being a part of it. And just remember, let's get out there. Let's be great.
Sponsored by Fusion Car Wash. Now with 2 locations in Frederick to serve you. One on Spectrum Drive near the FSK Mall, which is a full-service location. And TJ Drive with self-serve vacuums. Download the free Fusion Car Wash app and sign up for a monthly membership. And you can keep all your cars clean daily. FusionCarWash.com.